and you're not tuned in to Hip Hop Revival.
The Hip Hop Revival.
Shout out to HipHopsRevival.
I'm checking out Hip Hop Revival.
Time to Hip Hop Revival.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Nick Baggs, and we with Hip Hop's Revival. And I got one of the West Coast legends with me today. None other. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. Talk to the people, brother.
What up, Nick, man? This your boy Gonzoe, man. You know what I'm saying? Representing South Central California, man, Los Angeles. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Hey, bro, man, it's a pleasure to meet you, bro. I've been hearing a lot about you. All good things, man. I just want to, for somebody who don't know Gonzoe, tell me something about yourself, bro.
Well, I mean, I started off in Ice Cube's group Caution. You see the logo in the back, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Gonzoe.net right now, go get some classic merchandise. But anyway, started off with Caution, you know what I mean? Done some pop, started a solo, I got a solo deal, and then just started doing shit with you know, linked up with the Regime, my man Yuck Mouth, Tech Nine, and Pacino, you know what I'm saying, etc. It's a lot of them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you know, just doing my thing, man. Just trying to just you know, turning over rocks, shaking trees, and trying to stay relevant at you know, at every turn. It's been 25 years.
Wow. Hey, a lot of young guys, what they got to understand, and young people in general, hey, you got to live to be there sometimes, man. You know, it's a lot of game that come with, you know, living and, you know, being a good person, you know.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to say that you named a lot of spitters, man. You named some spitters, man. Would you consider yourself like a real lyricist? Like, when you break hip hop now, you on Hip Hop's Revival now. So do you think you one of them real MCs like in the game, classical guys, or you more with the new wave of music?
Nah, man. I mean, anybody that ever listened to my music or ever familiar with my music, I'm gonna hit you with some bars. You know what I mean? Now on the Caution album, that was like our first time. You know, that was my first times in the studio. So. Yeah. That was all raw talent, but as I found my lane, you know, I mean, I would go more with the with a lyricist.
Okay. Hey, now look, I just want to ask you, who do you think, what coast has it on the side of bars? Like, do you think East Coast had the most lyrical guys, or do you think the West Coast had the most lyrical rappers in general?
In general, I would say East Coast, but back in the day.
Okay.
But now it's like, you know, all the shit sound the same. Yeah. Nobody really spitting bars no more. You know what I mean? It's more of a melody type of thing and a rhythmic type of thing of cats rhyming in rhythm opposed to the actual words. You know what I mean? Which I'm not knocking either way.
Right.
But times change. And, you know, like right now, I'm listening to Benny the Butcher.
Okay.
You know, you listen to Benny
to Rock, not Rockefeller. Who he with?
He with Black Soprano Family.
Okay, Black Soprano Family. Okay, but don't he got like some type of management deal with Jay-Z or something?
Could you know what? That I always see him in pictures and
like Rock Nation. I think he with Rock Nation, man.
Exactly. And that says a lot, you know what I mean? That says a lot. But, you know, just that sort of bars, that sort of shit that, you know, that's the sort of shit that I fuck with, you know what I mean? Or just straight, you know, I listen to the new shit when it come on the radio. Okay. But I'm more of, you know, I try to, you know, surround myself with something that's gonna put the goosebumps on my arms and make me think opposed to party. The new music, the shit make you want to party and do drugs, whatever the fuck. Yeah. Old music made a nigga want to think and go get some money opposed to doing the drugs. Nigga want to figure out how to go move somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, that's real talk. Hey, Gonzoe, do you listen to battle rap? Because a lot of rappers that are heavy into bars, they got a lot of respect for the battle rap guys. And
love it.
You do? Have you battled before?
You know what? I haven't. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I wouldn't, because I'm good at making
Studio.
songs
Yeah.
and writing and hitting the fucking booth. Everybody has their lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like the segue into the boxing shit I just did. It's easy to talk that shit, but once you know, under them lights. Now, if I'm prepared, yeah, we used to fucking battle back in the day.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
monster nowadays how these dudes is doing it. And you know, that would, it's like the same. Most of those guys, when they go in the studio, it don't, you know, it don't transfer over the same. Like, you know what I mean?
Real talk. Real talk.
Then they are, you know, them making songs. But niggas is making hundreds of thousands of dollars. So and millions of dollars. So I don't feel like I'm a guy who's gonna tell you one is better than the other, because the end result is to change the course of our family. So however a nigga gonna get to that point, I salute you.
Okay. That's what's up, man. So tell me a little bit about the boxing experience. What you boxed, you had an event?
Yeah, man, on the Jake Paul last event, Triller, big up at the Mercedes-Benz Dome, me and Boskoe 100. We, you know, we had hella beef for years. And we got in there, you know what I mean, put the gloves on, squashed our beef like men, shook hands, and ended up starting the company. Gloves up, guns down.
Wow.
So now we have Celebrity Boxing League as well, helping motherfuckers not only get a bag, but most importantly, settle their differences so niggas, you know, could live, man. And, you know, all that killing each other, man, that shit is permanent. It sound good. It sound real good.
Yeah,
it sound
real good.
Radio, and you disconnected to all these motherfucking weird ass drugs you taking and weird ass niggas you hanging around doing absolutely nothing, standing on the corner, not a bitch in sight. And
all hard legs.
Yeah, nigga got 30 years to think about it. Niggas ain't writing you, and ain't none of that shit. You can't get your hair plaited up no more. It's over, nigga. It's over. It's over. All for that one. Yeah. One day, nigga. So, you know, that's the type of shit I'm trying to stay away from. You know what I mean? And it seems like, to me, what's scary is all the younger cats, God bless them, man, Allah, you know, guide them in the right direction. But it's like a game to them. They don't understand, nigga. 30 years is a long. I mean, it's over. It's over with, baby.
Yeah, that's a long time.
It's over. And
you can hang it up, actually.
Nothing ain't worth that. What's really worth? I mean, you know,
nothing in life, nothing nobody could give you is worth 30
man,
years.
Box it out, man. We still men, we still warriors. Niggas ain't finna pillow fight, but at the same time, nigga, you get a bag and beat the shit out of each other and get it out your system.
Now, Boskoe 100, he's somebody that get into it with so many different people. How did you get cool with him? Like, after y'all was into it, like, he literally seemed like he one of those guys that when he don't like you, he do not like you. Y'all cool now? That's dope.
You know what? I feel like it's all in this brow. You feel me?
Yeah.
And certain niggas talk shit, they just look like, you feel me? I mean, look, on some real shit, 9 times out of 10, that nigga be joking around. You feel me? The problem is, you know, motherfuckers don't be liking the jokes and they turn serious. But all the time where that nigga going on nobody's page, threatening them, or no, he talking shit to him, and then the motherfucker, you know, want to fight afterwards. I mean, at least that's what I did, nigga. I wanted to fight. So that shit got serious and shit, you know what I mean? And luckily we had the boxing match, because
it could have went a different way.
Man, it could have went a different way really easy on like one of them days I'm talking about. Just one of them days, nigga just already talked all this shit on the internet, bumping with a nigga at the beach, swap meet, anything. Everybody strapped, nigga, somebody getting hit, period.
Yeah, so, real talk.
Pay for that, you know what I mean? So win, lose, or draw, nigga gotta pay for that.
Hey, real talk, that was gangster. Like getting on the stage and actually fighting your ops, seeing which man is the best, like, and not caring if you win or lose, but just that you got it off your chest. That's gangster, real talk.
Hey Nick, and make a few hundred bands in the process. Let's not act like,
man.
Look, these niggas, they gonna eat their pride though. Feel me? Wait, thanks to Big Uncle Snoop Dogg to bring that shit to Triller and eat, nigga. That shit.
Shout out Unc, man. Shout out Uncle Snoop.
I'm getting money, but that move changed the course of my family. Because a nigga was honorable enough to, like you said, not give a fuck about the outcome. You know what I'm saying? And go in there on some warrior shit to move forward, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, I just want to let you know I respect that. If ain't nobody told you, I'm sure they told you, but I'm just letting you know I respect that. We at Hip Hop Revival, man. Hey, we definitely would glove up a shut up, man. We not for no violence here, man, and we appreciate and respect what you're doing, man. And we gonna get behind you any way we can, man. I actually know guys, Street Beefs, man. They do that too. You probably heard of them. They on a different promotion, but man, shout out Street Beefs, man.
But yeah, man, I'm really with, the music is entertaining. We telling the story. Of course, I'm always vent, but I'm never gonna get on there and vent towards a specific person and try to send a message through my music. Let's get that clear.
Yeah.
Some lame ass shit. Now I ain't dissing niggas who do it.
Yeah.
But that shit corny as a motherfucker, man. That's some little boy shit. Nigga gonna look back 10 years from now when all that, the adolescent then wore off. I don't give a fuck how much money you niggas getting. We been getting money since the hunters had the small faces when you niggas was still sucking on baby bottles. So don't let the money gas you niggas. I'm talking about the principle of just when the adolescents wear off, my nigga, a lot of things that we do now or that you doing now as a young nigga, not Nick, but I'm talking to the young niggas. You're not going to be able to take back, and you don't want to be in a position to something that you done when your brain wasn't even fully developed. No matter how many drugs you taking and how manly you think you is, your brain ain't even fully developed. So it'd be a shame for a nigga to be in a situation that he can't get out of, had the world at his fingertips and you fucking blew it. Now they telling you what to do morning, noon, and night. Cold, you know what I mean? But a squabble could change all that. Like, nigga, he bigger than you. Boskoe is 100 pounds bigger than me. 100 pounds, nigga. So what? Fuck that, nigga. Is it a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow?
Yeah,
nigga?
we gonna get there.
Go fight. And that was that. It turned out good. It was a draw. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And shout out to Boskoe. He just wrecked this fucking motorcycle.
Damn. Shout out Boskoe, man. Get well if you hurt.
Yeah, man, nigga broke his leg and shit. You know what I mean? But it could have been worse.
Hey, bro, that's one reason I don't get on them bikes, man. I can't get on them, man.
Yeah, he was on that Harley, but back to what I'm saying is the motherfuckers, you don't want to have them motherfuckers telling you what to do. And now that adolescence done wore off and you a grown up now, stuck, nigga, for maybe the rest of your life or another 20 years or whatever it may have you. Give yourself some opportunity, man. Like, you know what I mean? And that's just coming from a nigga who done been there and done that. You feel me? So.
Hey, Gonzoe, where you grow up at?
South Central, LA.
Tell me about that. Like, what was that experience? I mean, I know that's a cliche question, but like, tell me something that normal, not the tourist version,
Right.
Let me know the real.
Well, I mean, growing up in Los Angeles for me was an authentic experience because most people that are first generation hustlers, or first, second generation scam artists. It's very few times to where people are really entrenched in the street life, and I'm not saying this to be braggadocious. I'm just saying what the fucking facts is. And both my parents was young. So, of course, I grew up seeing not motherfuckers bagging up dime bags or, big money.
Yeah.
Wait, I grew up seeing the prosperity from, selling drugs. And I was so young that I didn't know that it was even wrong. I just knew, I was schooled on if the police ever was, what to say or what not to say, rather.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and we talking about in the 80s, man. You know what I'm saying? Late 70s, 80s. You feel me? The 80s, it was crazy with the powder cocaine at first. The powder cocaine came first. You feel me? And that was all on some party shit. Everybody was partying. I remember in those days, my mom used to go out to the club basically every fucking night. You know what I mean? They partying like a motherfucker because that's that blow, right?
Yeah.
That motherfucking hard hit. Wasn't no more partying, nigga.
Wow.
In the house smoking. Wasn't no more, nigga. They looking fucked up, motherfuckers. See, because at first, that's a lie. At first, it took a while for it to take its toll. So people was still
they was functioning,
but it was more in the house. They was throwing smoking parties.
Okay.
You feel me? Motherfuckers would have get-togethers and shit, and then they'd go to the after hours and smoke, and then you know what I mean. That shit spilled out into the streets because now we still talking about when motherfuckers was freebasing. This before the rock.
Wow.
Freebasing when niggas, they used to put the cocaine on the motherfucking glass plate and used to have ether.
Damn.
You throw the ether on that motherfucker and that shit harden up, looking like a crick, right? Okay. Then they take the razor blade, hit that motherfucker off the motherfucking glass, and that's what they would put in the thing, in the pipe to freebase. Okay.
Hey, you kids at home, don't try that. I'm catching y'all. Y'all don't try that, man.
No, we just talking about the history.
Right, we talking about the history, which is so important, bro. Hey, I just want to say thank you again. Because, man, a lot of guys, especially OGs, don't even take the time to sit down and talk to young people. You know how many young people going to be just watching this? They don't know nothing about that time that you're talking about. You're talking about the 80s. I wasn't even born in the 80s.
Hey, Nick, before the rock. See, motherfuckers think that it started with the rock. Nah, they was freebasing before the rock cocaine came. Okay. Then a motherfucker, I'm not going to say no names, certain people figured out how to rock that shit up from other certain motherfuckers, and they start hitting that shit with the baking soda. And
see, now, I kind of want you to say the name now, because now I got a man that just think I'm putting everybody I could possibly think. What he saying? Whites? Or what he saying?
I mean, what I'm saying is like you heard of the story of how crack cocaine came to be, period.
Yeah.
And that started in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Through the CIA and a connection through Freeway Ricky Ross.
True.
Rick.
The real Rick Ross.
The real Rick Ross. And I don't want to say the real Rick Ross, the fake Rick Ross, because you feel me? That's some business shit between him. I'm saying the guy from Los Angeles back in the 80s who was known as Freeway Ricky Ross back in the 80s.
Right.
So that crew started cooking that shit up. Feel me? And figuring out a way how to, I don't know how he did it. You know, he has books and all sort of shit to tell you how he did it. So y'all go get book, go watch a movie or something pertaining to that. But they figured out a faster way than having to fuck with the ether, because ether was hard to get. You could only get it from, I think, 1 or 2 stores in LA. One of them was on Crenshaw called Smokers Emporium, right there on Crenshaw, right close to the studio where we done this first album at. Okay. But anyway, this first record. But ether, that's like a chemical substance. So that wasn't like hard. I mean, it was hard to get. So
Right.
you remember going to school sometimes early in the morning and motherfuckers be lined up down the fucking block waiting for Smokers Emporium to open up so they could go up in there and get that ether so they smoke them. That ether, baby. You know, that ether. They couldn't, they couldn't smoke their dope without that ether. Then they had to have some motherfucking 151. They had the 151, right? The alcohol, but it was the 151, it was some sort of drink.
Mm-hmm.
Like 151
is that
gin? Gin or something like that, right?
Like that.
But that shit burns, right? So they would put the motherfucking they would get like a clothes hanger, break the clothes hanger and just take the metal part, put some Q-tips or some shit and dip that shit in that 151 and boop, light it, right? Because remember, they ain't had no torch back then, like we dabbing and shit.
Right, with torches.
Feel me? They had to keep that shit lit. So, I mean, and I'm telling you niggas this because I'm, 10, 9.
It's history. I consider this history, man.
But I'm outside at this time. I'm outside, nigga. This the 80s. I'm outside selling dope, nigga. You feel me? Doing whatever it takes, selling weed, you know what I mean? But it's starting to come outside, to the rock starting to come outside, to the prettiest bitches who was all, I'm talking about the prettiest bitches who was with all in all the fly cars just a week ago. These bitches willing to suck your dick for a rock now. Nigga, 9, 10 years old, the baddest bitches. I'm talking about, nigga, we ain't even coming yet. Nigga can't even shoot off on her. We busting blanks and got the back. And mind you, this before they start looking bad.
Right.
Nigga, they still, nigga, what?
Wow.
Bruh, I'm telling you, I remember this shit vividly.
At 10.
Man, 6th grade, bruh. I'm walking to school, right?
Yeah.
And I used to go pick up my little nigga Dave. He was like in 3rd grade, but he was all he all his brothers was outside. So, he was raunchy as a motherfucker like us. So I pick little Dave up and go in the back room. They got the little bitch in there, but she bad as a motherfucker. I'm talking about, and this like one of them ones. I can't remember what it was like either. Remember how you had that badass male lady?
Yeah.
I think it was like
Miss Parker.
Man, they had her back in the back room, man. I said, this shit was wild as a motherfucker. In the hood never was the same. Nigga, this was the male lady that we was used to always walk past. And, that was really Miss Parker. Crack came, nigga getting sucked off by Miss Nigga. Yeah. It was crazy.
Hey man, that wouldn't be the first time a government entity has infiltrated a society and put something in the ecosystem to make people start acting different, man. That's deep, man.
L lady that worked for the government or the CIA?
Right? Oh man, that's crazy, man. They probably who knows what's going on, man.
No, the male.
So you right though. That is what they started with. They said that it was crack cocaine that started the epidemic, but before that, people were freebasing drugs.
Oh yeah. Cocaine been around. Motherfuckers was selling it in the powder form everywhere. You know what I mean? But it was more of a party drug. Motherfuckers wasn't sitting at home snorting cocaine. You may pass some cocaine around when you have some friends over or something. My mom and them used to do that shit, but I remember when the smoking started, nigga, like half the motherfucking Lakers would be sitting at my mama's fucking kitchen table.
Yeah.
Smoking for days.
Okay.
I mean, the favorite motherfucking entertainers, you know what I mean? Like, I remember like 12 o'clock hit my mother's birthday, motherfucking, certain, because they still alive, certain particular group of motherfuckers right there singing my mom happy birthday at 12 o'clock. Rest in peace to my Uncle JJ. But just seeing all this sort of shit like a kid and knowing that this coming from selling this motherfucking white powder, like I grew up desensitized from the just say no shit. All that shit was bullshit to me.
Hey, I want to ask you, man, was Tupac is gangster like now? Tupac is like a living legend amongst, you know, when people tell stories over and over and over and over, stuff began to get to like God point, or not to say God, but like legend point. You know what I mean? Like, how was Tupac? Was he just that much of a gangster, or what? Was he a mellow type of guy? Like, you knew him, so describe him to me. You know, just what type of vibe did you get from Tupac?
I mean, you know, in the moment right there, living in the moment, I guess it would be just like talking to me and you, because we live in it. So of course it was always a big homie vibe and a respect thing. And you always knew that this nigga was very intelligent. So, you know, you were engaged in what he was saying, but you know, it wasn't history until later. Like All Eyes on Me tour, where this nigga performed that whole album before it came out to sold out arenas, not clubs, like the Superdome, nigga. When I say it, I'm talking about, you know, Gund Arena back then, but now it's wherever the fucking Cavaliers play, and a host of other arenas, sold out crowds. This nigga's performing this whole album before it came out. And remember, it's a double CD. So that's unheard of. You know what I mean? So that type of shit was strange. Mm-hmm. But once it was, you know, like the first time I remember that he did that, because you know, it was he didn't rehearse in front of us or whatever. I didn't see him rehearse. Pretty sure they did or whatever, but nigga come out and does the whole album and only do like a few songs that niggas know, like Dear Mama and you know, I Get Around, and you know, just a few other handful of songs of his hits, but all the rest was all new songs. And artists don't go on tour to perform new songs. Promo tour, yeah. But sold out arenas, niggas is coming there to hear some shit that they could sing along to. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. Or they throwing tomatoes at you, nigga. They don't want to hear no new shit. You feel me? Unless it's the Grammys or some shit like that. But this nigga, you know, the first time he did it, you know, I was like shocked. Like, damn, okay, that's one song, I don't know. Two songs, I don't know. But these motherfuckers was banging though. You feel me? Like, yeah, crazy. So that sort of shit stood out. But you know what I mean? You throw it to the wind because it's Tupac. But in terms of being a legend and just all these chain of events happening in a row that, you know, it made him who he is today, that shit, you know, was happening before I met him. Feel me? We've been hearing about crazy Tupac stories. Yeah. So after I knew him, the stories continued. You feel me? They ain't so it wasn't. Yeah. So it wasn't out of the ordinary. It just how the shit ended up, Nick, to where it was like, you know, the ending of Biggie, the ending of Pac. You know what I mean? And I feel like if they were still alive as Black men, yes, we would celebrate them. Mm-hmm. But you know, no disrespect. If Will Smith was to die right now, they'll figure out a way to, you know what I mean? But now we talking about Tupac. Yeah. So it's you know what I mean? I feel like the ending of how they ended their lives, you know what I mean, was so tragic. And so much energy and life still left in the community that you know, I feel like it gave us all PTSD. Both of those guys, you know what I'm saying? It's like we still haven't recovered from that shit yet. You know what I'm saying? I honestly believe that's why music is the way it is right now. We don't have any control over our emotions when it comes to things like that, like we used to, because that shit, losing Biggie and Pac, was so traumatizing. Wow. So how do that translate over to today? Like,
you still got artists that like, how do you feel about like the diss culture in music now? Like people talking about each other, different artists, and saying what they're gonna do to the people. Like, how you feel about that?
Man,
Knowing that it could get real.
I was once a part of that, so I understand. I was once all of their age, so I understand. And they also my brothers in hip hop. People gonna have disagreements. We warriors. That's gonna happen. But you know, again, go back to the ending of how those other two brothers who were legends touched the stratosphere, and I don't really think nobody else is gonna touch us like that.
Yeah.
But see how that ended. You know, and we all tell our mamas we love them. We all tell our kids we'll do anything for them. How about squash a simple argument and live for them? Bring that shit to gloves up, guns down, man. You that mad? Come punch on the dude. We're gonna get you a bag in the process. What's better than that?
Nothing. You get money to get down. So look, would you box Charleston White? I know you got some issues with dude. How do you feel about him? And after you tell me how you feel about him and why you feel that way, would you consider getting knuckle up with him for that bag? You know, not for free.
All, not to cut you off, Nick. I don't got a problem with Charleston White.
Okay.
That nigga's another black man trying to make something out of nothing.
Okay.
Feel me? I have an issue with him disrespecting the dead. Feel me? I ain't say nothing to the guy before he just took that route. No matter how you spin it, he ain't got enough skin in the game. It ain't enough, you know, meat on the bone for this nigga to be coming out his mouth like that. That's just totally disrespectful. And he's doing it for the camera. Feel me? He's doing that shit, you know, to gain himself, you know what I mean, in life.
They eating it up though. Not to cut you up, Gonzoe. They everything he say go viral, super viral.
I'll tell you why, because everybody like to see a train wreck. Everybody like to see some ignorant ass shit. You feel me? No disrespect, man. Yeah. You feel me? No disrespect. No disrespect. I'm just talking about
people in general, what they want to see.
And I'm definitely not calling my man Flavor Flav ignorant.
Yeah.
But thing, when Flavor of Love came on TV, bro.
Yeah. Everybody watched that. I watched it.
Yeah, we all watched it, but you know what else we did?
Yeah.
Flavor Flav been Flavor Flav, wild and outrageous for years. Him and the white boy Steve-O changed everything. Cause now everybody's, I mean, I'm going out on a limb with this one, but motherfucker is being wild as shit like Flavor Flav or Steve-O. And that shit started to be rewarded.
Yeah.
And that was funny at first. And then bad behavior started to be rewarded. So this is all that, you know, and again, I don't want to open a can of bad worms, but whatever Whack 100 feelings was about Tupac, that was wrong. But that behavior was rewarded. 6ix9ine, the rat.
Yeah. Whatever
he did and came and went back and told on the peoples, that was horrible. But that bad behavior was rewarded. It's some niggas who are willing to sell their soul, their integrity, and stand in front of you and me and be who they've been forever. You go check that nigga files. He done told on people. He done everything that's dishonorable to a black man. And guess what else he might be? Any and everything that you and I ain't. So, I mean, that's how broken that we are. If we could be shocked, niggas will listen to Charleston White, knowing that there's some things that he's saying that's clicking on your bullshit button. But just to be entertained for that one little brief moment, I mean, and it is what it is. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
But as long as we can separate the fucking two, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And understand Charleston White ain't motherfucking Minister Farrakhan. Excuse me.
Hey, I don't think nobody think that. They better not think that.
I mean, see, this is what we doing there. So why are we even listening then?
Facts.
If we not going to damn near the Most High,
real talk.
What is the substitution?
Real
like what? Like I don't understand. Like, and there's so much space in between. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we broken. It's crazy. and I don't know how we gonna fix it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody shouldn't have the ear of the young people. You know what I mean? Grown-ups, okay, they grown enough. They're grown and mature enough to make their own decisions. But these kids, we're just in a shock value age. And some things, when you get a certain popularity, things should be filtered.
See, I know that I said, would you box him? But I low-key want to change my question. I want to know, like, would you debate him? Like, I feel like that'll be way more relative. You know what I mean? Like, if y'all got opposing views on everything.
Nick, if to debate him, that means that I would make him my equal. Charleston White ain't got no fucking. He ain't sold a fucking record. He can't bust up 80,000 nickels right now.
Yeah.
So he financially he can't talk to me. I'm what they call a nigga who done already put in the work before MySpace, before motherfucking Time came on with the Twitter, all that shit.
All that.
Feel me? When it was hard, I had to show up to the show, sign the autograph in person. Like, I put in that work. So just to jumpstart all over that from a nigga talking shit from an Obama phone with one eye, I can't get to that action. But I will get in the ring with him though. Okay. I give him that action because I'm gonna further my company. And if this dumbass could sell some tickets, then we the same size. But he's making up all these excuses. He want $2 million and all these things. But he's a coward and making up excuses not to fight. And it's just a fight with headgear on. He's saying he wants to put brass knuckles on, and switchblade, and just all this weird shit. Like, brother, we brothers. We don't want to kill each other. We just want to fight. And I'm going to pay you to do it. And guess what?
What?
I fuck around and knock that eye straight. Like, I fuck around and do him a favor. But look, I'm fucking with him. Because look, the other day I posted a video talking about dude, Instagram deleted it immediately, talking about it was pertaining to bullying. And that's never before. And that nigga is documented saying he's finna tell on all of Truman Street. He said he going back to the police tomorrow. You seen the video?
Yeah.
He said all that woofing and woofing, that's what got the police put on you. He's talking tough. That's a dangerous motherfucker.
Yeah, that is dangerous, man.
I would box that nigga, Nick. You feel me? But I just want it to be known.
It got to be on paperwork with him just because everything how he get down. I feel you.
Man, no, it you don't know paperwork. We're going to handle that. I got lawyers for all that.
Okay.
I'm not worried about all that. I'm just talking about in terms of, motherfuckers' integrity that, stand behind some shit, talking about the police, stand behind some shit and threaten the motherfucker with the same people that's killing us. That's a cold black man. All that community center shit, all that he throw youth centers for the kids. You can't protect our kids if you scared to put on headgear and fight me for money. You could build another community center with the money, but you gonna build a community center and pull out a switchblade and brass knuckles. You can't teach good with bad, bro. You can't say some smart shit and then say some dumb ignorant shit to follow it. It just ain't, you know what I mean? So that lets me know that your motivation is purely financial. You feel me? Because you love the attention. You ain't never got no attention in your life. You's a little funny looking motherfucker. And you my brother. I don't want to kill you, nigga. Right. And Lord knows, you feel me? But I don't even live that life no more. But guess what? It don't go away. You feel me? I choose not to live that life no more. So please don't threaten me, brother, with knives and all that shit. It's this the internet, man. I just wanted to fight you. Feel me? If I wanted some harm done to you, nigga, you'd have been dusted off. But that ain't what I want. I don't wish to do harm to my people. Not with brass knuckles, not with switchblades, not with nothing that my hands ain't padded and your head ain't padded, and we could generate some money for the community and shake hands afterwards, man. all that ignorant ass shit you talking. I wouldn't want my kids going to your community center.
It's tough with him because 50% of the stuff he say, he kind of sounded like some real talk. But 50%, I'll be like, nah, I can't listen to that. You know, so it's crazy.
Yeah, I've heard some shit that he said that I agree with, but I also heard some shit that Geppetto said in the Pinocchio movie that I agree with too.
Yeah.
You gotta listen to a motherfucker because they'll try to trick you. That's like that slick ass preacher.
Yeah.
He wanna he get you to the church by talking the Bible, but really his Cadillac payment is due.
Real talk. Real talk.
Like you're saying.
Hey, how did you link up with VladTV?
Boskoe actually went on Vlad like 2 weeks before I went on there, and when he was leaving, he called me, and I told him to put Vlad on the phone, bro, so I could
chop it up.
Put Vlad on the phone, so I could just basically get an understanding. You know what I mean? And because it's a lot of people that have been on the show, and questions have been asked about me. And just discussions, and I was blocked. I was never able to come on his show and answer any questions in my defense.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying, I just wanted to get an understanding, and I understood his position because I made a lot of videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being,
disrespectful towards him.
Yeah, being hella disrespectful, and I mean that's bro. Yeah, but listen, on some real shit though.
Yeah. What you was on with him? Like why you was treating him like that?
Well, there was hella people that went on his show that I had a problem with, that I felt that he was strategically giving them a platform. You know what I mean? Like Boskoe.
Yeah.
Me and Boskoe had a problem. Boskoe popped up on Vlad. Feel me? Not to say that had anything to do with it, but my point is, that shit kind of leaned my way with a question or two, and I wasn't able to go on there and respond. And on top of that, he had me blocked. So just some old silly ass internet shit.
Right.
The got that shit cleared up, and that nigga Vlad ended up being, everything that I didn't think he was. I didn't, I thought something totally different about the nigga. So it is what it is.
So this is my thing. A lot of kind of credible people are saying that VladTV is the setup to go to jail. Now, I'm sure you being a guy from the street, I'm sure you probably had that conversation with him. Like, if you don't have to disclose it if you don't want to, but like, what do you think about him?
Talk about anything, because I'm gonna tell you the truth, Nick, like on some real shit. But on that, I thought that too. But here's the thing, bro. I looked at my just the views on a couple of the VladTV clips that maybe came out yesterday or the day before. It's I counted 1 million. You know what I mean? Just throughout a few million. My point is, it's a lot of eyes and ears. How much law enforcement that you think that just want to shoot fish in a barrel?
Yeah, real talk.
They want promotions. They don't want to come have to chase you niggas when they could just turn on VladTV or any one of these other platforms, and you telling your life as if it's a badge of honor, like it's gonna help you sell records. You're gonna be realer than the next nigga because you're admitting to killing motherfuckers, or most importantly, within that 7-year span, genius, actively in the streets. You niggas is admitting to being active and then confirming it in your music. They gonna take a shot at that. And you said it out your mouth, and you happen to be on VladTV. Now, I'm definitely not taking up for anyone because it ain't my business. All I'm saying, a scenario that I thought may be the cause of a lot of their problems. You know what I mean? Niggas want to go on there and be gangster than the next nigga. So they just, you feel me? Yeah. So you notice how I kept all my shit in past tense. Only thing we talked about is shit that happened when I was a kid.
Right.
Feel me?
Right.
So because
so my
right
thing,
now,
look, Gonzo, my thing is, look, at a certain point, do you think that it's a responsibility of the production to like cancel out some stuff? If you just say out the blue, man, look, man, I just caught a murder before I did this interview with you, Nick. That's how I'm coming. I'm a gangster like that. And you feel if I drop that, bro, is that on me or on you?
No,
I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't drop that, bro. That's just me personally.
First off, right now, bro, right now, and I listen, and I keep telling motherfuckers this. You cannot. Well, here's the thing: the successful motherfuckers know the difference. There's two sides to this coin.
Yeah.
You don't bring your friends to work with you.
Real talk.
Your rap shit is like your friend. It's your hobby. You don't cross this shit with your real life. But most motherfuckers, they feel like, I gotta live this shit. Nigga, I'm really out here. These niggas is fucking off $1 million deals for one bad argument at a Denny's in Miami. Motherfucker, the #1 record in the country, and let one of your little partners shoot them up. I mean, just ignorant ass shit, bro. Ignorant ass shit, bro. Like, you a whole company walking, you a whole fucking commodity, a whole, like, you are a fucking walking, you know, little LLC that's feeding 20, 30 motherfuckers real nice. I'm talking about you feeding your family. But again, this is that adolescence. It ain't washed off yet. And here's another thing that these labels is doing. Yeah, they're giving these niggas all that money, but they also making them sign insurance policies too, Nick. Like, yeah, nigga, I'm a put
something happened to you, we gonna get that.
Yeah, we gonna go act crazy. Nigga.
Hey, that scared me though, man. What? Cause they something might happen to you, you know.
Man, look, they gonna give you all the liquor, nigga. They gonna send you to all the fucked up cities.
Yeah.
And with 10 of your wildest niggas and 3 pistols. And hope your ass don't make it back. Cause guess what? Now, nigga, they got the album spinning cause you dead. And they got that insurance money coming back. I mean, this is a fucking business for them. It's a business, man. Them ain't your friends. Them ain't your homies. They trying to make money like you trying to make money. The problem is, you know, a lot of times at the top of the food chain, it may be somebody that's not our color. You feel me?
True.
But they selling gangster rap. You feel me? Nigga, you knew what you signed up for. You knew what that contract said. Maybe you didn't, because 90% of these niggas, they not taking time to read that shit. They just want the money. They don't want the lawyers and all that shit. They getting impatient. Fuck all that shit. I just need my money. And they like, right, just sign here, mister. I mean, this is what niggas get mad after the money gone, Nick.
Yeah, I can understand those. Especially if you done put in work and you just signed a fucked over deal, but like you a good artist and you still making hits and they still trying to tie you on to a deal that you signed like 5 years ago. Come on, man, that ain't right.
No, it is not right. It is not right, but it is correct business.
Yeah, it is correct business.
And a nigga got to plan his exit before he plans his entrance. And most of these niggas is taking these fucked up deals like, fuck that, I'll worry about that shit later. I'm finna get on. I know it's a fucked up deal, but nigga, I'm finna get on. I'll worry about that shit later. And that's what happens. So, I mean,
that's a gem. That's a hard gem that you just dropped. You just said plan the exit before you plan the entrance.
You got to do it.
That's
you got to do it, Nick, or else you're not going to survive it. You're not going to be able. Nigga might think whatever, but you know, nigga, you ain't gonna have a skateboard with your logo on it from 25 years ago. We still eating off that every month. 25.
I see you back there.
Feel me? I'm just saying.
You see me HipHopsRevival, man. You know.
Hey, look, 25 years later though is nigga. That's a long time to be eating off your first album.
Real talk, man. Salute, man. Real talk, man. If don't nobody do it, man. I mean, that's longevity.
and it don't gotta, every album ain't gonna sell like Jay-Z, but I know we done made 5-10 million off that shit, if not more. And it's not stopping. Like, and you know, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that because we still around this motherfucker. Feel me? Like, nigga survived the storm of bullets. You know what I mean?
Hey, if you wanted to think of it, they say life ain't no game, but if life was a game, man, you making it to the end and you still successful. A lot of people then dropped off the board, man, you know, so it's a lot to be said to somebody who's still here and somebody who's still respected.
All praise to Allah, man.
It's a social battle that comes in hip hop culture. So on top of dealing with regular society, I'm sure y'all rappers and artists and people that do business in hip hop, you have a reputation to uphold in hip hop too. So to be respected in the real world with your mama, your aunties, your sisters and sons and stuff, and then to be respected in the rap culture, if I had a hat on, I would have just took it off for you right there.
And I feel like that's important. You know what I mean, nigga? Yeah. What you just said is important. Like, the respect don't come because you pay for your little sister baby shower.
Right.
Respect don't because you was able to, you know, do something financially.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or the respect don't come is because they know that you done some dumb shit and killed the nigga. Or you run around with a pistol. The respect is a balance. And, you know, everybody know who they are, man. You know what I mean? And sometimes it was situations to where I had to have a gun on me because niggas was out here trying to take my life. And I didn't really understand. It was so simple for me to just remove myself from the situation. Yeah. But now I ain't running. I ain't no bitch. It ain't running, nigga. Sometimes you gotta regroup. And what you gotta understand is this. I was just watching the movie Gladiator the other night.
Okay.
And
they had one of my favorites.
Yeah, man. Did you see when they had Caesar had been on the road traveling all these places? He hadn't been back to Rome in 25 years in that movie, right?
Okay.
My point is this, man. Nigga, even if you own 2 or 3 houses in the neighborhood, nigga gotta take his show on the road, man. And take Chicago with you, take Los Angeles with you. Like, you don't owe them niggas nothing to stay around there to say, oh, he left, he done this. You risking the rest of your fucking life on some niggas. Here's the cold part. This might scare you. Ain't none of them niggas around you right now gonna be around you in 25 years from now.
Damn.
Maybe 10 years from now. You say they your best niggas. I'm talking about maybe, nigga. I bet against that too. Maybe one. All them niggas you standing on the corner with, one of them may be around 10 years from now. And that's, you know, it's, and these niggas that you willing to catch a case with. So think about that.
Real talk, Gonzo. I ain't went nowhere. I'm just trying to get this camera together. That motherfucker just cut off.
Brother, I got you.
Yeah. Hey, Gonzo, we finna have to wrap up this interview soon because I got Ross Swish coming in. But hey. Bro, I appreciate you so much. I do. Before I get up out of here, hold on. Before I get up out of here, though, I definitely want you to give me something for the youth. Like, if you could, let me make sure I'm still recording. Okay, bet. If you could get a youth any advice, what would you offer to them? Any jewels to get to the youth?
Simple. Keep going. Breathe in, breathe out, and keep going.
Yes, sir. Anything you got going on? What projects you working on, man? Where can we get it, man? Where can we check Gonzoe out? Because I'm finna look it up right now. I got my phone. I'm ready, man. I can pick
man, I'm cooking right now. As you see, I'm in the studio. I'm cooking right now. New project about to drop. I don't even have a name for it, and you know, it's just early on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cooking, man. Y'all could go find me on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? That's letter G, the letter Onzoe. Feel me? The group Caution, Kausion. And follow me on Instagram. That's the letter I, the letter M, Gonzoe. I'm Gonzoe.
I'm Gonzo. I'm finna follow you right now, Brody. You know we locked in, man. You know I like your whole vibe. I know I'm gonna learn something just from following.
Man, look, I got the Wake Your Game Up post that I dropped, 5 days a week. You feel me? Just dropping knowledge in the morning, you know what I mean? Putting you up on game, reminding you all that bro shit. All like these, man, a lot of you niggas is not gonna make it through the week. Hate to say it, but somebody that you calling bro or unk, stop giving these niggas that respect so easy, man. Make them earn it, man.
Earn that.
You know what I mean? And you bowing yourself down to try to be a part of something. I know why you doing it, nigga. If you was the hog, it wouldn't be so easy. Only motherfucker I call unk is Snoop Dogg.
Real talk.
Cause that nigga made moves for me. Feel me? For me. Feel me? To better my life and my family. Nigga, that's what unk do. Unk don't pass you the pistol.
Real talk.
Big bro don't pass you the pistol.
Real talk.
Or the sack. Nigga, that ain't what unk do. Unk been there. Unk know what that shit do. And if that's really unk and big bruh, he gonna have a way for you. You can't call no nigga unk and big bruh and he trying to, send you down a path that nigga he should be gaming you up on. Think, my nigga. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't give these niggas that power, nigga, that you ain't figured out yet yourself.
Hey, I'm gonna take that advice too, man. Hey, Gonzo, I appreciate you so much, man. We tapped in, we locked in. I'm rocking with you. The whole hip hop revival rocking with you, man. Hey, do you mind giving us a drop before you go? My fault.
Yep. I'm rocking with my man Nick on Hip Hop Revival, nigga. This your boy Gonzo.
Yeah. Hey, Gonzo, man, I appreciate you so much, brother, man. Real talk.
Having me, man. I salute y'all for having me, man. And y'all have a blessed day, brother.
And you're not tuned in to Hip Hop Revival.
The HipHopsRevival.
Shout out to HipHopsRevival.
You checking out HipHopsRevival.
Untitled Hip Hop Revival.